BBC News with Cathy Clugston. A court in Italy has convicted the former Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi of tax evasion. Under an amnesty law, his 4-year sentence was immediately reduced to 1 year. Mr Berlusconi said the conviction was a political judgment. Prosecutors in China have formally opened a criminal investigation into the politician Bo Xilai, who's accused of abuse of power and corruption. Earlier in the day, he was expelled from the National People's Congress, a move that stripped him of his legal immunity. A Tibetan man has burnt himself to death in the Chinese province of Gansu, the fourth such protest against Chinese rule this week. A campaign group said the man shouted slogans calling for freedom and the return to Tibet of the Dalai Lama. There have been multiple violations of a truce in Syria between the government and rebel groups. Car bombs exploded in Damascus and the southern town of Deraa. Fighting was reported in Homs, Hama and Idlib province, but government forces appear not to have carried out air attacks. The human rights group Amnesty International says more than 200 people have been illegally detained and tortured this year in Ivory Coast. It expressed concern that the detentions amounted to reprisals for a number of attacks blamed on supporters of the former president, Laurent Gbagbo. One of Cuba's best-known dissidents, Eloy Gutierrez Menoyo, has died in Havana, aged 77. He was an ally of Fidel Castro during the 1959 Cuban Revolution, but later led a failed uprising against him. The American economy has picked up, with growth at an annual rate of 2% in the 3 months to September. The figure, slightly better than forecast, is the last to be released before the US presidential election, where the economy is the key factor. And cycling's world governing body has announced that there will be no winner of the Tour de France for the 7 years that victory was awarded to the disgraced American cyclist Lance Armstrong. BBC News.